We're ready. Yep.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting of the Land Bank to order. If everyone would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Gahan,
Here.
Mayor Bannon,
Here.
Mrs. Frabel,
Here.
Mrs. Gatto,
Here.
Mrs. Magnata,
Here.
and Mr. Tobin.
Here.
Opportunity for the public to address the board on agenda items only. Okay, seeing that there is no one, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from the April 9th meeting.
So moved.
I'll second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the minutes have been approved. I'll entertain a motion for the approval of the vouchers from April 10th, 2025 through May 14th, 2025.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the vouchers have been approved. Ralph, are there any bid openings?
Nope, not today.
Okay. On to the discussion items. The first one is the Land Bank Property Disposition Update.
Okay, if everyone has their copy of their land bank property disposition update. To date, the land bank has conveyed 388 properties countywide. They've conveyed 275 properties in the city of Scranton with 2 properties pending. Just breaking down by areas of the city, in West Scranton, 80 properties were conveyed, South Scranton, 67 properties conveyed, North Scranton, 72 properties conveyed, Green Ridge, 24 properties conveyed, East Scranton, 19 properties conveyed. We've conveyed 3 properties to the city of Scranton, 3 properties to United Neighborhood Community Development Corporation, 5 properties to Scranton Lackawanna Resource Development Corporation, 1 to Ronald McDonald House, 59 to Covington Township, 19 to Carbondale City, 1 to Vanlingborough, 4 properties to Fell Township, 2 properties to Troop, 16 properties in Scott Township, 5 properties in Thornhurst, 1 property in Jefferson Township, 2 properties in Dunmore, and 3 properties in Archibald and 1 in Blakely.
Thank you. Any questions on that? Okay. Next up is the Blight Task Force Update.
Okay, now that the summer's here, you know, our lots are going to start getting overgrown, so we'll be working with both NeighborWorks and with the city to have these properties cleaned up. I know the city has a crew that'll go out, and so far, so good. I know I called Sherry on one property, and they were there like that. So, yeah. So we'll keep on top of that, and I'll try to get a list to you guys that, okay? All right. Just as far as the judicial tax sale that was on May 2nd, we were successful in acquiring those 4 properties, 911 Battle Street, 1109 Poplar, 1433 Fellows, and 1 in Troop, but for the Lackawanna River Basin Sewer Authority. Now, the plan originally was to have those properties demolished, the one that's in Scranton, but the Agency for Community Empowerment has shown some interest in the 1433 Fellow Street. So they believe they can rehab it, which is a good thing. So, you know, I'm working with Jim Wansack and his group to, once we get the deed to the property, to convey it to them. Okay? So anybody have any questions on that? Okay. I'm also working with Sherry and her department, along with the Scranton Redevelopment Authority, to find suitable repository properties for some affordable housing construction. So that's kind of ongoing right now. There was an ordinance passed by the commissioners on March 5th regarding the sale of properties in regard to the Act 48 of 2024, where there's a $250 fee put on the sale of any properties, whether it be a tax delinquent property or a sheriff sale property. There's a sheriff sale coming up on June 6th. So I emailed Mark this morning, Sheriff McAndrew, to see if they're going to start putting that $250 fee starting June 5th, because the 90 days have passed since March 5th. So, you know, they can start doing that. So I haven't heard back from Mark yet. And also within the next few weeks, we hope to get legislation before the commissioners about that $15 fee on the recording fee for mortgages and deeds that'll go for demolition. It'll be a demolition fund for demolition really throughout the county, not just land bank members. Okay, and another on a good note is Jessup Borough has decided to come aboard. So even though they only have like one repository property, it'd be to their advantage as far as judicial sales are concerned. That if they need a property and they need us to do the preemptive bid, then that's a plus. So I sent the paperwork out there, so I'm waiting for that to come back. All right? I think that should be it for right now for that.
Thanks, Ralph. Okay, next up is the Advisory Committee Property Acquisition Disposition Discussion.
Okay, if everyone wants to grab their papers for the property discussion here. The first property is at 117 Morris Avenue in Feld Township. We received a purchase application from Mr. Joseph Cotter of Morris Avenue. He does own the property next to it, and he wants to buy this property to extend his yard. There are no other applications for this property, and he submitted an offer of $500 under the property purchase program. The next one is a property at 532 Main Street in Vandling. Received a side lot. No, this is a property purchase. A property purchase application from Joseph Brady. Now, some of you might have something on there that just says Joseph Brady, but he wants to add his daughter, which was on the application. So, and I did change the resolution to include his daughter, so it would be Joseph Brady and Suzanne Brady, his daughter, and they want to buy the property at, again, at 535 Main Street in Vandling. He just wanted to use the property for green space and storage as permitted. There were no additional applications received for the property, and he submitted an offer of $500 under the property purchase program. Any questions on those two as we move forward to the next one here? Okay. The next one here, there's two resolutions regarding these two properties. The first one, we received an application and the board approved it back in November on that corner property at the corner of Palm and Crown. There's some kind of a discrepancy between the actual size of the property and what the dimensions on the deed were. So he wanted to put a two-family house on the property. But he can't really take the chance because we don't know how big it is. So in the meantime, the property next to it was on the repository list. So he put an application to purchase that because he figured the two of them together, he'd be able to construct a two-family dwelling. However, after some further study on that other property, it never went through a judicial sale. It somehow ended on the list, but it fell through the cracks somehow. So he really can't use any of the properties, so he's asking us to return his money and, well, he looks for another one, unless this is available sometime in the future. Okay? Does anybody have any questions on that? Or?
Were the dimensions on the deed incorrect?
It's hard to say. I did talk to
Lori
in the office. The deed said something like 52 by something, but I don't know if that accounts for the 10 feet. It's, most deeds say that you can use that first 10 feet. It's, I don't know. So in order to be safe, and I did talk to, I talked to Abraham up at the city, and he said, whatever, he said it'd probably cost him a lot of money if he wanted to put a two-family no matter what. So, I'm sure he's going to come back for another property somewhere along the line. If he waits till the other one goes into the judicial sale, then maybe he can That'll probably be about a year out, but who knows? Okay.
Ralph, did we, just, and I went over this before, but did we actually take any of these two in?
No. Okay, we,
They're not under our.
no, well, we did take the corner one in, but we took it in 2017.
Oh, that was one of the
Right,
originals.
that was one of the originals, so there's no harm, no foul
So the one
there.
that with the, looks like a foundation.
Yeah.
The bigger one, that, we didn't actually take that
No,
in.
no, yeah. Okay, and these were all reviewed at the advisory committee meeting, and Todd was there to.
Yep, yeah, so the advisory committee would recommend that you approve the two new applications, and, yeah, rescind the applications and refund the deposits on the other two.
Thanks.
All right, thank you. Okay, the action items. First up is resolution number 25-013. This is approving the acquisition of additional property from the tax claim office repository list of unsold property. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
I'll second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Next up is resolution number 25-014. This is approving the conveyance of certain land bank-owned property under the property purchase program. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve. I'll second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution number 25-015, rescinding the conveyance of a certain land bank-owned property to previously approved applicant. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution number 25-016, this is rescinding the acquisition of certain tax claim repository property and conveyance of said property to previously approved applicant. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion?
Is there a second?
I'll second. I'll second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution number 25-017, approving the Lackawanna County 2024 year-end financial audit. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
I'll second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Opportunity for the public to address the board. Seeing that there is no one, directors' other business. And we have a motion that is going to be made, correct?
Somebody
By someone?
who sent the email.
Did you want to make-
Oh, sure. I don't have anything formally typed up, but I sent the email. I just wanted to make the motion that just as we did last year, Ralph, as everyone knows, not only oversees the land bank, but works and does a lot of other work with the redevelopment authority. He has now since also identified other ways for us to bring revenue in with Act 48 that he just mentioned, and also soon to be Act 152, and amongst other things, working very closely with Pat's group and also the Tax Claim Bureau and and the advisory committee. What he does is endless, and he does the job of many individuals as one person. So I wanted to make a motion for us to, as a second year, provide Ralph Pappas with a $15,000 stipend.
Very, very good. There's been a motion and a second on the question. Ralph, thank you for all that you do.
How you do?
Well, thank you to the board. I appreciate it very much.
Absolutely. Anyone else on the question? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the motion has been approved. Anyone else under Director's Other Business? Okay. With that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And our next scheduled meeting is June 11th, 2025 at 11 a.m. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.